Hi, this is Monica Migliorino Miller, Director of Citizens for a Pro-Life Society. On September 15, 2017, in 3 different cities in the United States, pro-lifers entered the waiting rooms of abortion clinics to talk to the mothers scheduled for abortions. And by refusing to leave the clinics when told to do so by law enforcement, they offered an act of nonviolent defense of unborn children about to be aborted, and this resulted in the pro-lifers being arrested. Those defending the unborn entered the Northland Family Planning Clinic in Sterling Heights, Michigan, the Alexandria Women's Center in Alexandria, Virginia, and the University of New Mexico Reproductive Health Center in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Once inside, small teams of pro-lifers quietly approached mothers seated in the waiting rooms and offered them roses as a symbol of life. Attached to each rose was a card, and on one side of the card there was written these words: "You were made to love and to be loved. Your goodness is greater than the difficulties of your situation. Circumstances in life change. A new life, however tiny, brings the promise of unrepeatable joy." On the other side of the card were phone numbers to local pregnancy health centers. Those involved in the Red Rose Rescue talked to women scheduled for abortions, extending them words of encouragement and offers of material aid. In addition to reaching out to the mothers, the rescuers chose to remain in the clinic as an act of solidarity with the unborn children scheduled to be put to death by abortionists. The rescuers, like any others who recognize an urgent situation, responded to dire circumstances of imminent peril in a spirit of intervention on behalf of innocent babies and their beleaguered mothers. The Red Rose Rescue is modeled after Canadian pro-lifer Mary Wagner, who has repeatedly entered the abortion clinics in Toronto and offered red roses to the mothers sitting in the waiting room and providing them with words of encouragement. The Red Rose Rescues did not block the doors to the abortion center or the hallway leading to the procedure rooms. When police officers arrived on the scene, pro-lifers continued to have conversation with the mothers, or they opted to sit on the floor and quietly pray or sing hymns until they were placed under arrest. The Red Rose Rescue is an act of charity on behalf of the moms scheduled for abortions and, of course, for the innocent unborn who are about to be put to death. Those who took part were willing to embrace the risks for these women and for their babies. The desire was to go into the very places where the unborn are put to death and to offer moms in those very last moments words of encouragement and help. But should this help be refused, we would not leave. We would remain in solidarity with the helpless victims, those who are oppressed by legalized abortion. Mother Teresa characterized her work as going into the dark holes of the poor. That is what we had hoped to do in the Red Rose Rescue, to go into the darkest holes of the poor and offer encouragement to the mothers and to be a sign of hope, to bring peace and the presence of God in the very place where the unborn are rejected and put to death. Those involved in the Red Rose Rescue included 2 Catholic priests, veteran pro-life activists such as Joan Andrews Bell, and young people from the millennial generation as well. Ages ranged from 23 years to 49 years old. We hope that others in the pro-life movement will also conduct Red Rose Rescues. We hope that those who participate in these acts of defense will be supported. But most of all, we hope that we will simply recommit ourselves to building a culture of life. God be with you all. Thank you.